Welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. We had a lot of stuff happen overnight. XRP, as it looks right now, is down 3.61% from the top when it went up to just over 64.4 cents right before the close. However, sitting at 62.1 cents does not tell the whole story. We thought yesterday that it would have to have a liquidity pull to 61.5 cents. And in worst case scenario, if it did drop down, it could come back and redouble bottom at 57.7 cents. Although we didn't think that was the most likely scenario, we did understand that if it broke 60 cents, we could have a liquidity candle. And I keep saying spot is king. They are hunting leverage traders up and down, left and right. And I warned everybody yesterday about Bitcoin going short. Bitcoin, I said, if you're going short on Bitcoin, be very careful because it is inside of a pretty interesting pattern, continuation consolidation. And now it's actually fulfilled this the entire way. So now we're going to see if it breaks down to 58,000 or if it breaks up to 66.8. I just said do your due diligence if you're going short on Bitcoin and at least get a rejection from the top. So you could have got if you were going short, instead of going short at 61,700, it came back up and hit resistance again at 62,694. But you still have to be careful because this very well could break out of here. The fact that it's gone the whole way, there is a likelihood this could break up to 66.8K for Bitcoin. After having a nice consolidation where it broke down from 63,262 down to 60, so about 2,000 point correction on March 1st into March 2nd. Now on March 3rd, it's reversing back up. So now we're going to see if it continues on. And we'll do a deep dive with Bitcoin. But XRP, the main story is as you can see on a liquidity strike overnight when everybody was sleeping, XRP put in a liquidity crab for leverage traders here all the way down to 58.5 cents. I'm actually very happy with that. I know it sounds crazy, but every time you grab these liquidities, remember the last time? Liquidity grab back here on February 24th came down 13.2%. Liquidity grab here after a new high was reached on this recent formation. Liquidity grab of 7.6%, 7.29%. That's also good for me. I like that because it retraced back some of that wick. It didn't go to 52.5 this time, but this time it retraced back down to 58.5 or 58.9, somewhere in there. And now we came back over the 61.5 pivot point, and now our major line in the sand right now is 62.59. That's the line we put in yesterday above the pivot point because this is where we said we could have likely put in a cup, and then we have to put in a handle, and that's why we thought we could have a retracement as little as 61.5 cents, but as far back as 57.7 cents, and then a likely continuation up. I still believe XRP is going to 66.6 cents, but these little retracements like this, with what it did, this could very well be the catalyst to help bring us up to 75 cents. So we're going to watch very closely this morning. I know a lot of people will wake up and see minus 3.76%, but that does not tell the story. And in fact, you're holding key levels for when we have the daily close today. First at 61.5 would be a huge milestone here if we could close there after having that big retracement. But ultimately, to get back over 62.5 cents and to close over that area would be unbelievable after that liquidity strike. And that's what we needed, though, folks. I know sometimes we wake up and it makes us feel a certain type of way, but that's exactly what you want to see. When I say standard operating procedure, this is what I mean by standard operating procedure. Don't let your emotions take charge, but have a fundamental understanding of what exactly transpired last night. I'm going to try to keep you up to date and give you that information as we go along here in this morning's update. If you are watching right now or after this is updated, please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this video. That doesn't only help new viewers find their way to the community for the first time, that helps older viewers that might still have an interest, and it's just not showing up in their YouTube feed even though they want to show up. So by hitting that like button, it'll help push my video through the YouTube recommendations, which in turn pushes it through the algorithm of the users, which is their YouTube feed. So then it might show up and they'll find their way back home. If you're using BITUNIX, be aware this morning they're doing a system-wide update. Finally, I've been asking when I've talked to their customer service for so long about when they're going to upgrade the trading pairs, and finally I see they're updating the trading pairs, which is a blessing in disguise. I'm very anxious to see what they're going to be. It should be on shortly, but the maintenance is in the final stages right now. but they are adding a whole bunch of trading pairs, so hopefully there will be a few of our favorites that get added to there, like XDC and a few others that we've been talking about. So if you're waking up and seeing that, just be aware of that. So let me do timestamp this, and then we'll get into this. Good morning, 10:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, March 3rd, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So XRP holders are waking up today, some red. If you watched the live last night, you're not surprised. You knew we had to have a nice consolidation down. Even though I still anticipate an explosive move coming, and XRP could be hunting 75 cents, we still needed that liquidity. So waking up this morning, seeing that we in fact went down to 58.8 cents approximately, had a nice 7.2% swing low, and leverage traders just got hammered going high or low. This is how you build capital. This is how you build liquidity. And if we can hold these fundamental levels now, and we'll go over them, we can now push up to this next level. But there is going to be areas of consolidation through today now. It happens every time when you have a liquidity candle. Now you have to try to see exactly where we fall now. So as of right now, and we talk about this all the time when we have liquidity strikes, when you get a candle that comes down and comes back up this volatilely, yes, some people look at it weird, but I look at it for what it is. We formed a bull flag out of this break back up. So now if we look at this bull flag on a proper breakup is going to push us right. And if I have to guess here, I'm going to say it's going to push us close to the swing high, maybe a little bit higher here. So basically what's going on here, let's form this out as if it's a bull flag. As if it's a bull flag. And then we can also look by doing this. Oh, I picked the wrong one, but that's okay. We're just going to get a quick measurement. And let's just say it breaks up on the 62.5 cents resistance line right now that it's trying to make a new support. I'm going to use the other one because that just looks stupid. But we're going to try to get a measurement here for anybody watching on this Sunday morning. And I appreciate you tuning in. I'm a little stuffy this morning, so just bear with me. We've had some crazy volatile weather in the 70s, then back down to the teens, and now it's in the 40s. So it's just... So what we're looking for, that could be a technical move. So this would get us over 66.6. This technical move, you know what? Let me not over-exaggerate the move in case it comes to the end. It's not that it's over-exaggerating, but we want to get a real number. So if this breaks up with this current liquidity, XRP should be looking at, assuming we don't break down here and we play this out true, and Bitcoin plays bullish out of that bull flag, would be a nice thing too for this. But XRP is on the verge of an 8.22% move to about the 67.7 cent mark. So if you're feeling negative this morning, if you're feeling like, oh my God, XRP's letting us down again, or everybody's right, XRP can never do anything, it always reverses after a pump. Actually, for once, this is exactly what we've wanted every step of the way up. Liquidity strike to 52.5 cents helped us push up to 65.1 cents. Liquidity strike back down to 58.8 cents should help us push up to the next technical target of 67.7 cents, which you guessed it is above that 66.6 cents. So if it plays out like that, that very well could mean XRP is playing into a bullish scenario. And I'm super excited how I woke up this morning. Super excited to see this. Just, you have no idea how super excited I am to see XRP make this move. Because if you look now, that technical target, remember, it was at 67.7 cents. So if we put the arrow here at 62.5, just like on the other chart, just so we can see the actual technical move, it's right around here. The technical move was at 67.7 cents after that liquidity candle. So you're looking at something like this. And if you look at it in perspective, that's a little high still. Whoops. But if we look at this in perspective, that means that we would end up right here if this plays true. So what this is this is the bull flag. It looks like a bull flag set up on that drop. That technical target, if you break out of this bull flag properly, because I'm saying this whole thing's set up as a bull flag. We see it a number of times when it plays out. Now, it could reverse back down and then it could invalidate this thesis. But right now, assuming it doesn't invalidate this thesis, what I'm looking for is this. I'm looking for the bounce off of this bull flag and coming right up to about that 677 level. That's on top of the 66.6 cent support resistance line at the rising channel resistance from June of 2022 after we broke out of the January of 23 formation and validated it with the move over the July of 23. But look how similar this will look to everybody. See how we came down and back tested? Didn't even have to come all the way back down because we did it here. But now it came back down in a liquidity candle. It really does look like right now, and some are being tricked this morning on the 2-hourly thinking that's a reversal candle. That's actually a dragonfly doji. That's purposely put there to make it look like a reversal candle, unless it goes up a little bit here in the next 41 minutes and it makes it a true, so let's just say it comes up to about 63 cents. This is a case you don't want it to come up anymore. You want this to hold firm here and then have the engulfing to the top and surpass this candle on the next 2-hour candle. So what we're looking for here is mainly a hold. We're in a beautiful spot, and I'd like to see it close in that dragonfly doji, not close in a long leg doji, which would push this up to 63 cents in the next 42 minutes. So short-term push up would be actually not the greatest sign. Right now, it looks very bullish to me. And if we play this out properly and we don't break down, we'd be looking at a technical target of about 67.7 cents. If, for whatever reason, this rotates down and you get a rejection, just like we're looking at the break up, you must be aware of the breakdown, and this would bring us right back down. Remember that 577 level? This brings us right around that area. So we have to at least, whoops, we'll put it right on this line, the actual pivot point in this area, just to give an accurate depiction. Yeah, that's good. So I think that 57.7 cent, 57.4 down to the 200 if it did break down. So that's what you have going on this morning. If we break up out of this perceived bull flag, we're going up to 67.6 cents in the short term. If we break down, we're going back down to consolidation at 57.4 cents. No reason to overthink this formation. And even if we came down to 57.4 cents, did not bust the pattern, it would actually back test it beautifully. So we're still on the top side of this July of 23 formation, even with the come down like that. But with the current setup, how it's teasing a bull flag, it would be nice to see a run up here. It would be nice to see a run up here. XRP right now is at 34.03 billion. Market cap's down 3.43% or 1.2 billion overnight. Had a huge liquidity strike, but again, if you're looking for bullishness, this is how you continue bullish thesis. We came down that 7% plus, hit the breakout target as support for the first time in a volatile, well, second time, but we maintained that resistance line as support on this ascending breakout. And now it's up to us. Let's hold 33.96 billion. And that's your catalyst for a push to 38 billion now. We built a bullish handle, folks. We have built a bullish handle. Even if you go down to here, we built the bullish handle, and on a breakout, we're coming up to here. Just telling you right now, XRP's done itself a huge solace here. We needed this dump out. 37.5 to 38 billion is going to be the next push up. Maybe even a 39. But we did exactly what we need to do here. And as long as we don't lose this formation now, and it doesn't roll over on itself, which it shouldn't, but with manipulation, you never know. XRP has done exactly what it needs to do on this back test with the market cap and the back test on the price action to make a volatile swing out to 67.4 cents on the, or 67.7 cents is the technical next move. And we know 66.6 cents is the rising channel resistance from June of 2022. So in today's title, just pay attention to the wording. I don't know exactly what I'm going to say, but it's going to be something interesting. So this update is very important. I really need everybody who's watching to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this. So everybody who might have woke up today feeling sorry for themselves, everybody who might be falling for the bear trap, just pay attention here, because the odds are this has a 75% chance after that consolidation down or that quick flash drop and eating the entire thing up and putting in what looks like a bull flag that's playing true. This has a 75% chance now to break up to 67.7 cents on our next technical move, satisfying the move to 66.6 cents and completing that entire 35 to 40% move we predicted back in the early July or January when it was at 48.8 cents, putting in a triple bottom but a W Gartley reversal, which is very bullish. And it's played out true. So that's what I'm looking at this morning. I'm not letting this market trick me. I see what's going on, and I can see the bullish setup in front of us. If it does break down, so be it. We have the breakdown targets. But as of right now, the market is showing me a form of bullishness disguised with bearishness, and we need these drop downs to force us out. So Bitcoin, watch right now. If we get over 66,000 or 62,623, let's update this to the current time. Let's just say it breaks out at the end. The technical target from where it's breaking out right now is 66,487. Coincidentally, that's exactly almost to the T Bitcoin's breakup target from the broadening wedge, which is 66K. So it's forming a true line of consistency. And on a breakdown, we could go down to 58,172. So just consider that. Now we're going to take a look at this article, and then I'll say my goodbyes. But please watch this, because XRP bulls assemble as XRP Ledger upgrades the 2.1.0. The new release includes a bug fix, performance improvements, and 2 new amendments. So could this be a catalyst for bulls to continue to pour into XRP? More than half of the validators upgraded to version 2.1.0 at press time. XRP bounced 8.51% on the announcement of the release. Ripple's XRP Chief Technology Officer David Schwartz asked validators and node operators of the XRP Ledger XRPL to upgrade to the latest version 2.1.0, the deadline for which was set to the 5th of March. The new release included a bug fix, performance improvements, and 2 new amendments. The 2 new amendments were thrown open for voting. Amendments are new features or changes to transaction processing. As per the XRP Ledger's amendment process, the amendments must maintain 2 weeks of support from more than 80% of trusted validators to be enabled. If support drops below 80%, the amendment is temporarily rejected and the 2-week period restarts. As of the writing, more than 50% of validators have upgraded their servers to version 2.1.0, according to AMB Crypto Scrutiny of XRP scan data. And there's the legend there. Just read through that. XRPL sees a drop in daily transactions. Launched in 2012, the XRP Ledger is a decentralized open source chain powering cross-border payments, smart contracts, and digital currencies. Like other blockchains, decentralization is achieved through the system of nodes and operators. AMB Crypto noticed a sharp spike in transactions facilitated on the ledgers in the last week of 23, peaking at 6.9 million on New Year's Eve. However, since then, the daily count has progressively reduced, dropping to just 789,000 on the 2nd of March. As the XRP, that looks like a, almost like a falling channel here. That looks like a falling channel, which eventually should be a reversal if you're looking at it from that perspective. XRP finally gains bullish strength. At the heart of XRP Ledger was the $35 billion worth XRP, ranked as the 6th largest cryptocurrency at the time of writing. The announcement of the newest release seemed to have a positive impact on XRP as it recorded impressive gains of 8.51% in 24 hours. The coin's weekly chart was equally impressive, exhibiting returns of about 17%. At current press time, it's at about 14%, as it's recovered most of those losses, but still down about 3%. The latest rally comes following concerns about its lackluster performance vis-a-vis other leading coins in the market. The drop in network activity could have likely contributed to the downward pressure. The price spike heightened speculative interest in the coin. As per AMB Crypto's analysis of CoinGlass data, the open interest OI and XRP futures jumped to a 6-month high of 839 million at press time. That's very, very important. That's very, very important. Very, very important, because when open interest is high on leverage trading, one, if you can get that liquidity spike to short those people out that are going long, now you're talking. And that liquidity grab yesterday down to 58.5 probably wiped out a lot of long traders. The push back up probably wiped out all short traders. And then the re-push back up after the drop probably wiped out the rest of the short traders that got back in after the drop. So a lot of money to be had as far as the market makers and the manipulation. And all of a sudden, as I always say, spot is king. Because if you're sitting in a leverage trade, falling from 64 cents down to 58.8, almost everybody's liquidated. I don't care what anybody says. 7% spike, even on a 10x trade, you're wiped. You might have held on just by a thread, but you're more than likely wiped. I can almost guarantee the perpetual futures came down farther because they like to hit that little bit more of it. Yeah, down to 583. So down about, instead of 588, it came down to 583. So if it was the perpetual futures, you can clearly see it came down farther. And you had a 8.0. Yeah, so you were wiped as a 10x on a perpetual futures contract. It came down farther. And it always does, typically. A lot more leverage to grab out. So I hope this update found you well. Don't forget to give thanks to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ on this Sunday morning. If you're looking to show me some support for the extraordinary time I put in, not taking days off on the weekend, and not forcing you to sit through paid promotions, advertisements, or sponsorships, not promoting any BS products, or forcing you to buy some shit coins so I can get rich, consider joining Tom's Army. Get the special emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens in month 1. My face is superimposed on that. And then you get emoji badges all the way out, soon to be 3 years, as we got a couple members right on the cusp right now. I think 3 years would be, my first month on YouTube was March of 21. I became partner in 6 weeks. So then March, April, May. So probably around June of this year, we'll be able to have the 3-year badge. So I'm blessed by that. If you're looking to trade XRP in the USA, BITUNIX, there's a link in the video description below and for pinned comments. Currently, they're undergoing maintenance because they're upgrading their trading pairs finally after about 6 months of asking the question when it's going to happen. It's finally happening right now. So pay attention to that when it comes back online. Be ready, because in the USA, they don't go down during high times of volatility. XRP and buying crypto in the USA, it's the cheapest out of any exchange I've been on in the USA. That's spot or futures. So it's a relief not to have to waste hundreds or even thousands on every purchase when you make some profit, especially massive profit in bull markets. So just consider that. And then other than that, please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this. Have a safe Saturday and have a blessed Saturday. If you made it until the end, type in the comments hashtag be better, do better, as it is our job to help each other with positivity over negativity, and do not let the emotion take control of you today.